matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 3rd and 4 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's good. Out right around the 39. That one goes for 8 yards.
The Cardinals at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Go on.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Here's Murray.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
To throw is Murray. He finds his man, complete. That's Casey. And he's going to be out, down inside the 20 at the 15.
Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Chris Jones on the stop.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Second down and 8.
In motion right is Brown. Murray flips his forward on the jet sweep. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Throw left side, complete. That's Brown. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Cardinals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
At their own 15-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. A handoff now for Pacheco.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken from just outside the 30. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They run the counter now on first down. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Play action. Now it's Murray. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Felix Anudike-Uzomah, the man to get home for the sack.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now Austin. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
And they will only muster a yard here at the 38.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. pocket, trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he'd throw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann. It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays. Terry Bradshaw.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Play fake. Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Casey. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Green.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Hey.
Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Murray going to fire one out wide. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cardinals go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll run with Pacheco. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly.
48-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now a 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Butker's kick here is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Murray.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with, and there's completion right there.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Throwing now is Murray. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Big ace. Deuce.
Murray now. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Cards will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
Attack!
Here's Pacheco.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Yellow.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now a run with Pacheco.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Hey, 15.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes.
Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
This is Pacheco.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes,
and he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Keon White got in there for the sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And he's got Smith and Jigba. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they're looking third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Escapes the defender.
And the Cardinals are going to have it here just past the 25.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Arizona. 66 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Here's Stevenson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year.
And the Cardinals are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him,
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
On play action, it's Mahomes.
Finding Smith and Jigba downfield.
And he's going to be dropped quickly right there at the 48, a couple yards shy of midfield. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yellow.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and sending him back on the sand.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7.
They'll run left with Pollard. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. 57 yards. And the Chiefs take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. So a pretty wild turn of events there. Instead of a sure 3 points, it's 6 the other direction.
And if you're kicking in the NFL, that should be pretty much automatic, but I don't think that's on him at all. The protection broke down. That led to the block.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is down to 28-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
There on the stop was Leo Chanel. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Bush. Yeah. Hey, Omaha.
Here's Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Chase McLaughlin on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and this coaching